Have you ever seen someone get well with the power of faith, without medicine, without treatment, only with this firm belief that they will get well, and they really do get well? This is called the placebo effect. Now just think, if our body can cure itself just by thinking, then can we use that thought deliberately and change our entire life? This is what Dr. Joe Dispenza's book, You Are the Placebo, teaches us. Hello friends, welcome to the Incognito Book, where we bring to you the essence of the most inspiring and influential books in the world in such a simple and straightforward way that everything reaches your heart. Today we will talk about a book that can not only give a new shape to your thoughts, but can also completely change your body, your health, and your reality. You Are the Placebo means that you are your own medicine. That is, our beliefs, our thoughts, and our emotions are so powerful that they are not less than any medicine, but can prove to be more effective than that. In this book, Dr. Joe Dispenza explains to us scientifically that our mind and body are connected to each other by deep wires. Our thoughts decide whether we should move towards illness or towards health and happiness. This is not magic, friends. This is neuroscience. This is psychology. This is the infinite power of your beliefs. People defeated serious diseases like cancer, depression, and Parkinson's only by changing their thoughts, meditation, and faith. And Dr. Dispenza himself is a living proof of this. After a terrible accident, when doctors told him that his spinal cord was broken and it was no longer possible to walk, he refused the surgery. Instead, he relied on the strength of his mind. Every day, every moment, he imagined getting better. He lived that feeling, and the result, not only did he get better, but he started living a better and stronger life than before. So friends, if you want to improve your health, if you want to control your emotions, or if you want to give your life a new direction, then this summary is for you. Here we will know, what is the placebo effect? How does it work? How are our mind and body connected to each other? How can we reprogram ourselves through meditation? How can we change our faith and change the course of our life? But not only that, we will also understand how our daily thoughts write our future. Dr. Dispenza says that what you think over and over again, the feelings you feel every day, that becomes your reality. If you live every day in fear, tension, or weakness, then your body will also become weak in the same way. But if you live every day in happiness, peace, and strength, then your body will also become strong in the same way. The day you choose gratefulness, strength, and health, then your mind and body come together to make that dream come true. Now we move on to the first principle of this book, where Dr. Dispenza explains to us how our mind and body are connected to each other through deep threads, and how our thoughts, our faith, and our feelings give a new form to our physical reality. Just think, if you are told that there is something wrong with your body, like a serious illness, then what will happen to you? Most people will be afraid and will become scared. Their breaths will become fast. Worry will surround them, and all their attention will be on that illness. And this fear, this negative thought, weakens the body even more, like a burden that is put on the shoulders that are already tired. But now look at the second picture. If you are completely sure that you can get well, and you feel that well-being in your mind every day, and you experience it in front of your eyes, then will your body really start walking on that path? Dr. Dispenza says, our mind is not just a storage of memories, but it is a powerful transmitter. It sends signals to our entire body. When we have a deep faith in something, our mind begins chemical reactions, like the formation of healing hormones, the awakening of elements that strengthen immunity, or the message that calms stress. That is, our thoughts have a direct effect on our body. Sometimes they break it, sometimes they connect it. Now let's talk about placebo. Placebo is a fake medicine, which is nothing in reality. It has no power, no chemicals, but the patient feels that he is getting the right treatment. And the surprising thing is that many times he gets well only with this belief. Think about how amazing this is. This happens because when we have complete faith in something, our subconscious mind believes it to be true. And this subconscious mind is the control room of our body. It controls things like the heartbeat, digestion, and the power to fight diseases. So if the subconscious gets the message that healing is happening, then the body responds accordingly, just like a soldier obeys his commander's orders. Dr. Dispenza says another deep thing. The thoughts and feelings that you have in your life, the feelings that you live every day, become your identity. And this identity can turn your genes on or off. This is called epigenetics. That is, the behavior of our genes can change due to our thoughts and environment. Let's put it this way. If you are in pain, fear, or anger every day, then the same chemicals are formed in your body that weaken you, make you sick. But if you choose gratitude, healing, and positivity every day, then those reactions start in your body that make you strong, fill you with energy, and even help you get rid of old diseases from the roots. Another important lesson that doctors give is that what you feel attracts your future. If you feel weak, sick, or stuck every day, then you are building the same kind of future. But if you wake up every morning and see yourself as a healthy, self-confident, and powerful person and instill that feeling in your heart. Then your mind starts believing that future to be true, and gradually that dream becomes your reality. This is not imaginary. This is science that is in your hand. This is the basic principle of this book. You don't need anything from outside to heal you. You are your own placebo. You don't need any magical medicine or any external miracle. If you train your unconscious mind in the right direction, with the right thinking, right emotions, and right faith, then you can create that miracle for yourself. Now let's talk about another important aspect of this book. How does our brain work? Dr. Joe Dispenza says that our brain is divided into two parts. The first is the conscious mind, that is, our awake mind. This is the part that thinks, raises questions, analyzes things, and takes small, big decisions throughout the day, like what to eat today or what to do now. And the second is the subconscious mind. This is the part that works behind the scenes. But to be honest, most of our life is controlled by our subconscious mind. Our habits, our behavior, our personality, all of this is stored in our subconscious mind, like a hard drive, where all our data is stored. And when we think or do something repeatedly, it becomes an automatic pattern. Now, whether that thought is positive or negative, the subconscious mind considers it to be true. And according to that, it sends a signal to our body. Let's assume that a person thinks all the time that he is very unlucky, that nothing good happens to him. Then his subconscious mind repeats that thought again and again, like an old tape recording. As a result, his body also drowns in the same tension, worry, and negativity. Gradually, this becomes his identity, a person who always feels defeated. But on the contrary, if someone thinks every day that he is strong, that he has the strength to fight every difficulty, then his subconscious mind adopts that positive pattern, and energy, self-confidence, and health start increasing in the body. Now, the big question is, how to break this old negative pattern? How to give a new program to our subconscious mind? The answer to this question is meditation. Meditation is a medium that calms our conscious mind and opens the way to the door of the subconscious mind. This is the time when we can say goodbye to our old beliefs and give space to new positive beliefs. During meditation, our mind reaches a special frequency, which is called the theta state. This is the state when our subconscious mind accepts changes with the most open heart, like soft clay, which you can give a new shape with your hand. And this is where Dr. Dispenza's technique has the power of visualization. He says, just thinking is not enough. You have to feel that thought. Assume that you are completely healthy, full of energy, and want to see yourself as a love-raised person with self-confidence. So in meditation, don't just think, live that feeling. See in your mind that you are laughing, running, fulfilling your dreams. Feel that happiness, that power in your body. When you do this, your mind starts accepting it as the truth, and the body also responds accordingly. Healing hormones start forming, stress reduces, and health improves. Meditation connects us with that inner power that can overcome any obstacle. But friends, this is not a magic wand that can change everything overnight. For this, you need practice, patience, and most importantly, regularity. In the beginning, your conscious mind will rebel. It will try to pull back your old thoughts. But as you spend time in meditation every day, those old patterns will begin to weaken. New thoughts, new beliefs will become a part of your identity. And when faith changes, so does the body, and then your whole life changes. Dr. Dispenza says this very strongly. Change does not come from outside. The real change begins within you. This is not some external medicine or miracle. This is your own power that is hidden in your mind. So why not start awakening that power today? Now let's go to the part of You Are the Placebo that not only makes this book interesting, but also arouses a deep faith. Those true stories where people use the techniques of Dr. Dispenza to cure themselves from serious diseases, even without medicine, without surgery. These stories not only inspire, but also prove how great and powerful our mind is. The first story is of Dr. Dispenza himself, a story that proves how limitless a person's mind and faith can be. This is from 1986, when a doctor was participating in a triathlon race. He was cycling at a high speed, tearing the air. Then suddenly a terrible incident happened. A high-speed truck hit him from behind. The collision was so severe that he jumped into the air and fell to the ground. His spine was severely damaged. The middle part of his spine, which keeps the body straight and handles every movement, was completely broken. The pain was so unbearable that every breath became a punishment, as if something pointed was sticking into his body again and again. The doctor saw his condition and clearly said, "This injury is very serious. You may never be able to walk without surgery. We will have to put steel plates in your spine so that they can support the broken bones and may not work properly." 4 different neurosurgeons gave the same advice. Surgery is the only way. But Dr. Joe did not accept this answer. He was a chiropractor who believed in the natural healing of the body. He thought, if my body can break, can it not be cured? And then he took a bold decision. He would not choose surgery. and would cure himself with the power of his mind. He started his battle on the hospital bed. He would spend hours in meditation every day. There was no easy way in front of him. The pain always forced him to scream. He would sweat trying to move his body, but he did not give up. He made a clear picture in his mind. He would walk around with a smile on his face. He would live that picture in his mind every morning and night. He would imagine that every bone in his spine is getting back together. Every nerve is getting better. Every muscle is getting stronger. He would feel that healing with every breath, as if a warm golden light is filling his body. Meditation was a battle in the beginning. Pain and fear would try to divert his mind again and again, but he would return every time to his faith, to his willpower. He would say to his body, "You can be cured and I will show you the way." Gradually, something started changing. First, he got small signs, a slight pain, a slight movement in his hands and legs. Then weeks passed by, and his body started making that mental picture come true. After 10 weeks, what was impossible for doctors actually happened. He got cured without surgery, without steel rods. He started walking on his feet, and gradually, he made his life better than before. This was not an ordinary recovery. This was a miracle that he created with the power of his mind. And from here, the name You Are the Placebo was born. The story of a person who joined science and faith together and showed the world what our inner power can do. Now listen to another story of a woman who had cancer. Doctors told her to start chemotherapy and radiation. Otherwise, it is difficult to survive. But she chose a different path. She went to a doctor who made meditation technique a part of her life. Every morning and night, she would sit peacefully, close her eyes, and see that cancer disappearing. She felt her every cell healthy, shining and full of life. She lived that happiness that she was going to get after recovery. She continued this practice for months. And then one day when the test reports came, the doctor was surprised. The tumor was completely missing. No medicine, no surgery, just pure belief and her inner power. You must be thinking, can this really happen? Then listen to another story. There was an old woman who was suffering from Parkinson's disease. Her hands and legs were shaking. It was difficult to walk and even to stand straight, but she did not give up. She started meditation. Every day she started feeling stable, strong, and full of self-confidence. She used to see in her mind that she was walking without stopping. She was doing her work. She was living her life. Gradually, her symptoms started decreasing. And one day, people forgot that she had Parkinson's disease. Her shaking world became stable just because she prepared her mind to accept the truth. There are many such stories in this book. Someone got rid of an allergy. Someone got rid of a deep depression. Someone said goodbye to old diseases. One thing was common in all of them. They had a firm belief in the power of their mind. They started seeing themselves in that healing version. Mentally, emotionally, and with all their heart. These people also change their reality with their inner strength. When you see your future in your mind with such a clear picture that it becomes an emotional truth for you, then your body starts turning that emotion into a physical reality. That is, you become as you feel. But for this, you need a strong belief, a deep emotional attachment, and daily practice. This is not an easy path. This is a journey in which you have to remind your mind every day that you can become what you want to be. Now let's talk about the most important and practical part of this book. How can you start this journey of change yourself? Dr. Dispenza shows a step-by-step path here by which any person can reprogram their subconscious mind and draw healing, success, peace, and happiness into their life. This is not a far-off task. This is a way that you can start today itself. First of all, it is important to understand that you cannot live a new life without leaving your old identity. If you think every day what you were thinking yesterday, feel the same emotions, and walk on the same old path, then you are repeating your old reality every day. That is, nothing new will happen until you give a new page to that book inside you. Your old thinking is like a broken record that is playing the same old song again and again. So to play a new song, you have to change the record first. The first step is awareness. First of all, you have to open the cupboard of your mind and see what is stored in it. Which thoughts, which beliefs, and which emotions are bringing negativity, illness, or stagnation into your life. Thoughts that have become so old and automatic that we do not even notice them, like breathing, which keeps on moving on its own. But once you sit calmly and think about how you react to fear, worry, anger, or disappointment, then you will understand that this is the program that is running your body and your reality. This awareness is the first step. The second step is the decision to change. Now you have to make a firm intention in your mind that you want to leave your old identity behind. This decision is not easy, because our mind is comfortable in the old flow. Change means going beyond our environment, our body, and even time. That is, now you will not think about what is happening to you, but what you want to be. This is a kind of rebellion against your old self. The third step is reprogramming through meditation. Meditation is the heart of this whole process. It is the magical key that opens the door to your subconscious. Doctors say that when you do this, your subconscious mind starts accepting that new you as true. It's not a one-night miracle. It's a seed that you sow every day. And as it takes hold, your energy starts changing. And this energy brings new results, be it health, relationships, or dreams. One last thing they say is, don't depend on your environment. If you think that first something good will happen, then you will feel good, then you will always keep waiting. You will have to create that feeling inside that you want to see outside. So friends, this path is in front of you. The only question is, are you ready to take it? Let's come to the part of this that is the core message of the book, final takeaways, and the message that can change your thoughts forever. These are the last words that should touch your heart and mind. You are not the victim of your life. You are the creator caucus part of it. Think about it. Your sickness, pain, or fear. These are the results of your feelings and experiences, like a piece of clay that you molded with your own hand. And if it is true that you made it, then it is also true that you can change it. This book gives you a new perspective. You are not weak. You are the creator of your reality. Friends, the Placebo Effect is not magic. It is a natural power of the mind. When your mind believes something to be true, then your body starts turning that truth into reality. Whether it is a pill or a broken belief, if you believe that healing is possible, then your body starts moving on that path. But friends, trust is not enough. You have to work hard for it. Every day, every moment, you have to disconnect from your old identity with those thoughts, feelings, and habits that keep you sick, sad, or stagnant. And then every day, you have to practice being the person you want to become. Healthy, strong, happy, and complete. This is a journey that starts from within. And Dr. Joe Dispenza quotes this sentence beautifully. When you change your energy, you change your life. As you change your inner energy, your thoughts, behavior, and feelings, your outside world also starts changing. It is not an external formula. It is a revolution that can give a new shape to your body, your mind, and your whole reality. Another special message of this book is that healing is not only of the body, it is of the mind, emotions, and soul as well. When you correct yourself at every level, only then can you touch true freedom and happiness. Think of an old burden that was on your shoulders for years, and suddenly you feel light after removing it. This is true freedom. Doctors remind us that you are not a slave to your circumstances. You are not bound by your genes. You are not even trapped by your old memories. You are a creator who can shape your future with every day, every thought, and every breath. So friends, this was the essence of You Are the Placebo. This book is not only for reading, it is for living. It teaches us that the real power is hidden within us. And if we recognize that power, understand it, and awaken it every day, then we can not only change ourselves, but can also give a new color to our whole world. I hope you liked this audiobook summary. If you want us to bring more such powerful and life-changing books in an easy and heart-to-heart way for you, then stay tuned to our channel Incognito Book. We will meet again next time with a new book that will open new paths for you. Till then, take care of yourself and always remember that you are the biggest medicine of your life. Thank you.